Guys, we're shooting a special episode with some of Mr. Dave's extremely special beers. What do we got first, Steven?
All right, so first up, we got Trip in the Woods, Sierra Nevada Barrel Aged Series. It's a Bière de Garde, Belgian-style ale aged in barrels. Comes in a 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces. That's 25 fluid ounces.
It's a lot of beer.
It's a lot of beer. 9.8% alcohol by volume.
Oh, shit. You might not make it home, Ruben.
The cork smells really good. A lot of like butterscotch.
Oh, wow.
So this is what do they have to say about it on the back? So Trip in the Woods. Bière de Gardes are beers for aging in the classic sense. Round and complex with flavors that ebb and flow over time. This version is a blend of a robust Belgian-style ale.
I do.
Matured in barrels for layered flavors of straw fruit, oak, and the unique spice notes of traditional Belgian yeast. I'll let Ruben read the rest of the.
Well, I was going to say, Mr. Dave
Joe.
here described it perfectly where you smelled it, and he goes, "You want to eat that thing, don't you?"
Don't, man.
I mean,
that'll stop you right off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think you're going 3 times a day?
that's pretty impressive for a beer.
pretty.
I gotta say, yeah.
So it pours a nice crystal clear, amber color. There's a little bit of floaties in there, it's probably
Sierra-
from yeast.
Sierra Nevada does good beers, man.
Yeah,
And they
Sierra
really
Nevada
do.
is on point. Nice head on it. It's a slightly off white head.
Can I do a shout out to my nephew?
Oh,
Yeah.
that smells fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
It's a
nice.
shout out to my nephew Daniel Nelson, who's out in Colorado right now. Thank you for buying this beer and then leaving it with me.
You were the best.
I love your shopping habits,
Oh,
man.
fucking bug flew in mine.
But yeah, the aroma is a lot of bourbon barrel.
Mm,
A little bit
smells
of
good.
butterscotch.
Oh, man.
It's got that barrel aged flavor, but
Woo!
it's not overwhelming. A lot of them.
Holy shit!
That is very alcoholic. A lot of butterscotch for me. Wow, this is really good.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Really, really smooth.
It's like a hand job from a hot 20-year-old.
Early or late
All right,
20s?
Late 20s.
Can you stop for a second? I want to try it.
Wait, what's the rule? Half plus 7?
Half plus 7.
Half plus 7.
So
Those are your rules, sir.
30.
What is half?
God, that is really good.
Half your age.
Yeah,
Well, how old are you?
I don't remember.
That is good.
45?
So you're going to go with 23. So you're in the same book as me. It's got to be 30.
29
She's
and
got
a
to
half.
be 29 and a half.
I'm too sexy.
Do I bring up the text we got from Ruben the other day?
What did I say? I don't know what oh,
That is
sorry.
wow.
Yeah, no, not that
No.
one.
Not that one.
Not that one.
Not that
Not
one.
that one.
How old is this?
17.
So this has been aging for 3 years. It is really, really smooth.
Yeah.
This is a really good beer.
This is phenomenal.
Stephen, when you say aging, I want to be clear. It's been neglected.
It doesn't have a big head at the end, but it makes up for it in taste.
Well,
It's
there's some lacing,
absolutely.
though. There's lacing on the.
I don't know how much he paid for this bottle, but it was well worth it.
And it's very.
Especially for us, it was free.
I mean, how often do you see a beer that has the I want to say like consistent particulates?
It's got
they
the-
don't float.
It's got the chunkies like Baltica 9,
Yeah, but
but
they're
it
not
doesn't
rolling
taste
over.
like
Well,
Baltica
yeah,
9.
but they're not.
This was probably bottled with yeast in it because they want the yeast in there when you're aging the bottle because if there's oxygen ingress into the bottle, the yeast will then they're still alive, so they'll suck up the oxygen.
Yeah.
So instead of staling the beer,
Dude.
the yeast will use it.
They seriously got fucking like wordsmiths.
But this is weird.
Our
dude.
Trip in the Woods
It's
series is
not
designed to
moving.
highlight the complex interplay between beer and barrel. Each beer has matured in a wooden cask, originally used to age and mellow spirits, and the time in slumber creates rich and layered flavors, unique to this difficult and hands-on process.
Nice.
I like a slumbering beer.
If you're looking at it and you put it up, the weird thing is that the particulates they're not floating up, they're not moving
No,
down.
you're right.
They're like almost at perfect
in
balance.
suspension.
It's just been
It's almost like
Yeah.
it's amber.
It's bizarre.
Like
Well,
the-
I think it's because it's not a very highly carbonated beer, so there's not a lot of turbulence in
Yeah.
the beer. So they just sort of float in
It's not
suspension.
turgid.
That's
It's
bizarre.
not turgid.
I mean, do you see that a lot though?
No. Usually
A
it's
suspension kind of like that. I mean, that's
This-
but that is the yeast. So different yeasts will tend to float differently.
I gotta say that. So you guys know how much I love the Wicked Weed Old Fashioned.
yeah.
This is right there with it.
Really?
Like
Wow.
it's right there. Like one of the best beers I've ever drinking.
We're not gonna get that bottle out of his hands, are we?
No, I mean the
So the thing with barrel aged beers that I don't a lot of times I don't like is that you find that the barrel, the wood or the liquor, yeah, totally
gives it
overpowers.
taste, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it just enhances it. And
Very
it adds
butterscotch. A lot of butterscotch.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
adds a
yeah,
very
yeah,
nice,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
kind of mellow
Yeah.
flavor to it. I mean, it's clearly a barrel aged beer. You can't miss it in the aroma or the flavor, but it's not overpowering.
But even from an aroma standpoint, it's not like
Make sure they can get it.
it's not
That
like
shit is fucking good.
it is. I
Yeah.
don't have to look
No,
into this.
Thanks for sharing.
Trip
this.
in the woods. Oh my goodness. This is
And again, this is a perfect beer for today. We got a nice autumnal day here.
Mhm.
Little chilly. This is a nice warmer. The only thing would make it better if we had a fire.
Oh,
and a pumpkin pie. And
Too bad we don't have any firewood.
And and any pork product, I think, would work.
I'm
in
not
that.
sharing this with you.
But Dad,
Your mom
I really
might see
like this beer. This is
nice,
really
nice
good.
beer.
Off camera.
I want to make this into a lollipop. That's how good this sauce.
Just sitting in
Some
meetings,
ATV.
just eating
Henry,
his
no.
lollipop.
there's another dog over there.
Yeah.
Henry, get him. Sick balls.
All right, we got a sniff ass. Let's sniff ass. All right, I guess we're all
Hop
good.
up.
Hey, we got a new special guest.
Hi.
Hey, rando dog.
Random
He's
dog.
he's clearly not comfortable though. He's kind of like
Henry.
He's out
Good
of
boy.
here.
Good boy. Good boy.
Do you know them?
Yeah, that's Wayne.
Old Wayne.
Hey,
Hey, Wayne.
Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
Party on, guard.
That's phenomenal.
That's
I
a
was
really good
not
beer.
expecting this to be that good.
All right, I'm taking a little bit more. Who wants a little bit more?
You can have it.
I gotta slow down. I got some.
You got enchiladas.
There's
I got
a
some
little bit of
enchiladas
sip
to
for
roll later.
Yeah.
It's gonna. They're
I'm
gonna end up
gonna
with a
trip-
casserole.
I don't think
trip in
they're
the woods on the way
enchiladas.
home.
Damn, that was good.
This is a really good beer.
Good. I'm glad you guys liked
Thanks
it.
for sharing.
Where
Oh,
did
man.
we drink a Sierra Nevada during the IPA challenge?
Yes,
We did.
torpedo.
A hop torpedo.
The hop torpedo.
Yeah.
That's and not only that,
I mean, they just don't fuck around.
it's a cool.
That was my number 2, and,
It-
and everybody else put it at like number 5. But,
even
No,
even
no,
the
I didn't.
even
I,
the
I, li- I
even the
listened to you,
bottle's
actually.
cool.
but
That's
the
cool.
Green Flash was clearly the best beer of the IPA series.
I've been drinking that
You wanna lick
hop
it?
torpedo, too. Don't do that.
I think
Oh,
I'm
my-
gonna put in a special order over at Total Beer and see if I can grab
See
it.
if
I'm
you
so
get that?
disappointed that Drizzly doesn't deliver out here. It probably delivers to you.
Well, send it to my house. I won't drink.
Yeah, I'm sending beer to your house. I want to just fucking light my money on fire.
Yeah, buy the beer and send it to Ruben's house.
Hey, I'm pretty good. I have some other beer I'm not drinking. Now, I'm not sure about this though.
Dude, this
but-
fucking neighborhood is lousy with ATVs.
That's not an ATV.
Yeah,
That's a tank.
So that's funny you say that because I was talking to a friend of mine. They're like, "Man, what's going on in your place where I live?" And I don't know if it's because of Leesburg. Almost every 5 minutes, there's a stupid siren going off, and it's like I live in Compton. I'm just like, and
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
know-
Where you live, I when I drive to your house, I'm like, oh, I gotta lock the doors
I
and
know,
roll up
I
the
know, I
windows.
know, but
Totally
like,
just like Compton.
yeah. But it's weird. It's like, dude, what's up with the sirens here? Like, is there emergency every 5 minutes? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I can't figure it out. But you know,
So what
It's
you're
the
saying
greater
is that
Leesburg
sirens
area.
follow
It covers
you
a
around?
big.
no.
The
The
Oh,
zip
I
code
hope not.
covers a big
I hope
area.
not.
Yeah.
I hope-
All right, are
I
we ready
really
to try
hope
this
not.
other fancy beer, Mr.
All right,
Dave?
so Mr. Dave is just pulling out all the stops today.
Holy
So
cow.
beer number 2, we've got.
Sleeping over.
Ooh, this is like Swedish. Jahrgang 2017.
No, it's Belgian.
It's Belgian.
Ooh, so it's Dutch.
yeah.
Yes.
Jahrgang.
It's
Uh,
Belgian.
so
You're killing our
Flemish,
international
maybe.
audience
Flemish,
here,
yeah,
man.
but-
So number
I'm
2
gonna
is
get a 50.
we've got QV van der Kaiser from
Kaiser.
Guden Carolus.
Good and careless.
Also in the 1 pint 9.4 fluid ounce serving. It's 11% by volume. So the other one, I pulled the cork out before we started filming. So you're going to get to sit here and watch me monkey with the cork.
I thought Mr. Dave pulled the cord.
And I'm surprised,
No, that was the
people,
other one.
because
That was a mystery beer.
this was mine and my coworker's beer of choice while we're in Brazil, and which was weird because you could actually get this imported. It was super expensive there, but it's very, very nice.
So what you're saying, you have a lot of expendable income?
I do.
Cork
I do.
soaker?
I did then because it was I was on per diem, but
Ooh, that smells sweet.
look how he's
Yeah.
pouring it, dude. When you pour it, it's doing magical things. I want to see Steven's face looking at this pour. It's
So this one has a lot more head. You can see it pours to like almost ruby, like garnet amber. It's dark, like the darker reddish amber colors. Nice head, really thick, pillowy head.
Nice head.
Pillowy head, off-white.
Pillowy.
This one is very clear. I don't see any yeast in the
Ooh,
book.
it smells really sweet. This may not be my beer.
well,
It is very
So
sweet.
there's a lot of like darker malt sweetness, alcohol.
Howdy
Yeah,
though.
it's really
The
sweet.
color's amazing though. I mean,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm a sucker for a garnet beer. Like,
Yeah.
this is like a clear
Yeah.
garnet colored beer.
Yeah.
Is like the sexiest color you can get in a
There's a couple particulates in it, You all right over there?
Man, you got to get us to 100 subscribers before we know it. Faces like that.
Zoom in on the face.
Yeah. That should be like,
I wanna
And that's
know-
like a spoonful of sugar.
really?
I think
That's not mine. That's not me.
I think you need a couple tastes. I want to see what Steven's gonna think because he's never had it before. But this is actually my jam.
He
Everything from
likes garnet.
Corliss, dude. I'm a massive fan of these.
It is
guys.
very sweet.
Yeah.
So this is probably like a quad, I think.
It's
Yeah.
11%.
Yeah. Very creamy mouthfeel. Very sweet.
Too sweet.
Super alcoholic, but it's smooth. There's no
Yeah,
burn.
yeah.
They hide the alcohol really well.
It's like you're drinking a pancake or
Yeah.
waffle.
Yeah, it's very
Right?
smooth and very and a
You okay with
surprisingly clean finish.
That
for
is
such a
really.
strong
Did
beer.
you try it?
that? No, I'm still drinking the old one.
Oh, yeah. You got to drink this.
Whew,
Drink
I'm
that
liking
That
this
is
one.
high.
You think
though.
I want to
What
like
is the
hurry
ABV
through
on
this one?
this?
11.
11%.
It's 11. You can
one.
definitely.
Do you know
taste it
what?
on
It's
the-
like they
You
went.
get
They
drunk.
went. It's like they went to Steel Reserve and they were like, "How do we brew high gravity beer?"
High gravity.
Okay, so Belgians have been brewing high gravity beers for hundreds of years.
Yeah,
They got nothing on Steel Reserve.
I think what I'll do
Steel
next
Reserve are
weekend is
amateurs.
maybe I'll
Ruben,
take a
I
trip.
question your taste.
Dude, I drank this. Well, I told you there's 4
Did you
different
drink this
kinds.
while chewing on sugarcane in Brazil and sucking a tranny's dick?
Well, oddly enough, you can get these things. They're called pastels, and they get really big ones, and they have meat or chicken or beef or whatever, and then you put the stuff in there and they fry it. But then you can actually get raw sugar cane, and they actually put it through this press, and they squish out all the liquid, and it's raw liquid you drink with. It's amazing. So, but of this one, of all the correlations, this is actually the one on the lower end that I like. There's 3 other ones that are just like stupid crazy good. I actually like them better than a lot of Trappist Belgium styles from this particular one. But
You really don't. You don't get a lot
It's
of.
too
So
much.
when you're talking about Trappists,
Yeah.
a lot of time with the Trappists, you get a lot of flavors from the yeast. So you'll get like either bubble gum or
Yeah.
banana or kind of like clove or white pepper spicy
Yeah.
flavors.
Yeah.
I don't taste a lot of
I just got a little kick of spice at the end.
right. The dominant flavor here is just sort of like a plum or
Mhm.
dark fruit sweetness
yeah,
and a lot of dark malt sweetness.
It's too much
It's a
for
really
me.
sweet beer.
It's too much for me.
You're kind of quiet there on the end there.
I
Here.
am. That's,
Yeah, I
that's
want-
because I've been drinking beer all afternoon.
what do you think?
It's
Here,
nap
Ruben.
time.
I don't
Yeah,
want to waste
you
it
know,
because I
no.
can't. It's not me.
It's getting
Really?
nap
I mean,
time.
I can't say that it's bad. It's just too sweet for me.
What?
Oh, you're still.
It is very
I'm not
sweet.
taking his.
I
It's
know,
a
I
slow
got like
drinker
2
for
now.
me.
I
It's
look like
really,
a
it's
professional
really
drinker.
smooth though.
Plus, you got the bottle.
What
right-
do you
When
think,
you
Jonathan?
consider
Look at
the
that.
11% alcohol, the smoothness of this beer
Yeah.
is impressive.
So, some of the high test beers taste high test.
Yeah,
I
It's-
just- Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
for
good.
sure.
It's a slow drinker for me.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
too
very
sweet for
slow.
me. I just-
Very
I can't.
slow.
I might try a little bit.
Yeah, I think if you remember how we were talking about how Shiner's made for a warm environment.
Yeah.
For some reason, when we're in Brazil, we tried tons of beers, and this was the one. I don't know if we were just hating work so much. This was the one that was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sleep good later." So that's probably part of it, Did Steven just we're filming, and I think he just had to go wee wee.
When you gotta piss, you gotta piss.
Yeah, man. I've been
Let's
holding
take the
it.
camera and
Even
go for a
hold it.
field trip.
Yeah,
Anybody
You
want to
piss
see a
on
little white
camera?
worm?
No.
What do you think, Dave?
All right, so that is unique.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've
It's
ever
very
had,
Belgian.
I don't know if I've had a beer like that.
And you know what? When it warms up, I think it evolves
It's
a little bit, so it's not
Totally
so,
not going to let you finish
so
your review.
creamy.
I mean, it's not my style. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no
not.
way.
It's just not me.
I like-
I mean,
The Sierra Nevada was clearly.
yeah. To me, I could drink. Yeah, that was.
No, you
good.
good. You good.
So
can't
yeah,
finish
this
that whole
one is
bottle.
really,
Got the whole
really
bottle right
sweet.
there,
I
man.
know, but you didn't even have your little.
I'm
Look!
still
You
drinking.
talked about how great it was. Fucking drink it,
Okay.
bitch.
For the style, it's well done.
It's well
Like
done.
if
It's
you
really,
guys were
really
like, "Oh,
clean.
Chauncey,
Yeah.
we have this extra bottle of Sierra Nevada," I wouldn't be like, "No, I can't drink
I
it."
can't drink it.
I'd be like,
Okay.
"Fuck, give me that shit."
But this is a sipper. This is like the end of the night.
Yes.
You know what it does? It replaces your brandy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh,
Exactly.
Good.
And a
Good.
nice stove.
If you're a
maybe
bitch.
a
Oh,
cigar
come on.
or a pipe.
But
I
it's
could,
really
I could see
sweet.
home for this, but I mean, it's such a big bottle.
Right.
You can't like put the cork back in it and have it like
No.
later in the week, right?
Yes, you can.
No.
You must drink it.
Can you?
I mean, you can try, but
It's not.
It wouldn't be
What's it
good.
gonna do?
No.
Get worse?
It's gonna
It actually
oxidize.
will. Actually.
No,
Yeah, it would
seriously.
definitely oxidize
Yeah.
unless
It
you
would
purge
get
it.
flat.
I mean, if it was like end of the night, you know, before you go to bed.
You and your buddies are hanging out at the campfire.
Well, what if it's just you? Okay, let's
So
just
you,
let's
it's
just-
you.
let's just say
25 ounces of
hypothetically,
beer.
like
And just me, I'd be in the dark weeping and
Just rocking in the corner.
What was that movie where the guys?
It's too sweet to do 25 ounces of it.
that's what I'm saying.
It's a nice little 4-ounce sipper.
Okay,
It's
It's a
really
beer to
really
share.
smooth. It is so. It is
it's a beer for sharing.
right. It's a beer for sharing, and it's really well done. It's smooth.
I'm glad I
it's
didn't try to
flavorful.
drink the whole thing by myself.
You like those, Steven?
We haven't gotten to
I
that
think it's
point.
really good.
Like
I-
if we break out
but
one
I
of
need
those
small
bottles of
doses.
port,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is for
You wouldn't
sharing."
be like, okay,
I
I'm gonna
drank
drink a
2 of
bottle
those one
myself. It's like,
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, I got video of that one too. Yeah,
I'm gonna-
we'll do a
I'm
port
just,
episode.
I'm just really impressed with how smooth it is for how alcoholic it is.
I will try
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
next week.
Sometimes the high-
other version of this.
the high test beers
There's
have
3
too much
other ones,
bite.
and I'll try
Right.
to get the other one, and it's not like this.
I can't
necessarily.
believe this is 11.
It's not
There's
like
no-
drinking sugar.
There's no bite
No.
at all. There's no
Yeah,
bite
I mean
whatsoever.
11. Come on.
Mhm.
And it's just it's sweet and smooth, and a little bit of like just a hint of dark fruit. Like
I know the girly man doesn't want any, but do you guys want any more?
Oh,
that's a lot to finish.
This beer's great, but I don't
I'm
want to
gonna
drink
take-
any fucking more of it. You're blowing up your whole review.
Am I blowing up my? No, I'm just.
This
I'm
beer's
just worried-
awesome. No, I don't want any more.
I'm just worried I'm gonna have to take a nap in Dave's yard before I can drive home. I'm gonna curl up on his front porch.
Dave, put me in the sunny spot. Just push me in the sunny
still
spot.
have to function later.
So I've been watching these reviews. There's this one woman who's been occupying herself during the pandemic by doing okay, how many alcoholic beverages does it take me to get to 0.08? So she's done White Claw, she's done tequila, she did the Coors Light,
Oh yeah,
rosé.
I'm curious
red
on the
wine.
Coors Light. How many?
And what's
Not
interesting
possible.
is when they did the rosé episode, she couldn't get to 0.08. Like she's just slamming rosé. Does like a whole bottle of rosé. Doesn't get to 0.08. And then they do like 2 hours later they do BAC. She's like at like 0.12. Like it's just a lag.
Dude, I am totally ordering us a breathalyzer.
Yeah, we should.
That would be
I
kinda
owned one
fun.
for a
so
while.
but point is
It was awesome. It was a fun game.
All right, yeah, we're getting one for the
But
next
wait,
episode.
wait. We can't be like swapping the breathalyzer amongst
We
us.
have to-
Okay? It's freaking
you're gonna have to
COVID.
order
Here,
5
everybody
breath.
breathe on
You got to
this.
get like 5 of these things.
They make it no
breathalyzers.
because the tips.
How about
tips
this?
are-
I will
I
just-
had
When
one,
was
I
in
had one on
jail,
my
the tips
keychain.
are- Trust
So I
me,
could use my
they-
keychain to check my
Wait
my
a second.
BAC.
What if we pour
I wanna-
wait? What if we pour alcohol on it to disinfect it?
I just want to hear Ruben's explanation about when he was in jail.
Well,
When I was
they
in
only
jail-
put the tip in.
Yeah, the tip is
Just the
separated.
tip.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
the tip.
Yeah.
Is this guy just driving up and down his fucking driveway?
But
that's not
for,
his
for our
Oh,
for
it's not
our
his driveway.
for our watchers at home, if you are on private property, you're not required to blow.
Except my property.
Well, hey,
John Eric, my understanding was that I was required to blow.
Yeah, you do that so naturally.
Henry does not know.
I have no
What dog
angry
is that?
Breathe into the flesh stick.
Oh,
Henry, who's on your porch?
He has no idea.
The best story that I have with Mr. Christ was our
Henry, you're a terrible watchdog.
Melvin's concert.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
crushed-
look at these shoes.
Crushed that chicken.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck
There
about
was
the
like
dog
just
stealing
chicken all
shit
over
on
my
the porch.
front. We were throwing wings out the
Yeah,
chicken
so-
bones out the car, going down 70.
This
right?
is a great. So this is a great story.
270.
So Ruben was the designated driver.
Should we
so-
turn the camera off?
There's
So,
a problem
this
right
is a good
there.
story.
we went to Baltimore to see the Melvins and All Souls, which is
Oh, they killed it.
great show. And Steven's like, I don't have to drive home. So you know what happens when Steven doesn't have to drive home. Steven's
man.
like, well, this is
Steven's
just a night
talking
off.
third person.
He is.
Yeah.
So I got completely drunk, and Ruben got fairly drunk.
But I
And
could drive.
As we're getting ready to leave, he's like, "We got to go try gas station chicken."
Did you use some churches?
What was it?
It was
Church is good, man.
Oak Farm.
Royal Farm.
Royal Farm.
Oh, Royal
Because my
Farm.
boy
So
was
we're
like,
driving-
you gotta have this chicken. And I'm like,
You didn't have Hunt Brothers Pizza, did you?
We're driving all over.
like Martin's. Martin said, Royal Farms has got the best fried chicken. I'm like,
So we're
really?
driving
Because
down
I think the
all
best
of
fried
that.
chicken is the one that's in Luckett's. The
Oh
little,
no, that is not the best fried
people
chicken.
say that's the best fried
But
chicken.
at
What-
1 o'clock in
yeah,
the morning,
no.
we're driving through all the residential areas of Baltimore looking for a Royal Farms gas station,
Because you didn't have a smartphone?
and we
Yeah.
found one. We
It had
go
a
in, we
hamburger
buy
menu?
all their chicken.
All of it.
How much chicken do you guys want? All of it?
All of
Oh,
it.
what do you
All
got
of it.
left?
You see how big this motherfucker
we
is?
get it. We get
How much you want?
What
All.
was it? A Honda.
And there wasn't
CRV.
even parking. Like, we just like, on
Yeah.
a corner, we're just like, this is good enough.
Yeah, we
Like,
just put
we're-
some hazards on, run in, get the chicken, run out, and we get on I-70. We're
This was
eating
on the
chicken.
wire, wasn't it?
We're eating chicken and throwing it out the sunroof,
Nice.
And then we eat.
and we get to Frederick where my car is, and I'm like, I'm still too drunk to drive home.
Let's go eat somewhere.
So we
Oh.
go to
In Frederick?
we go to the IHOP in Frederick. And we scandalize all of the old people that, for
Yes,
some reason, are
yes,
hanging out in the
yes.
IHOP at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And
And
then I take a 35-minute shit.
Yes. He orders and he leaves me, and I'm like, the lady brings the food, and she's like, yeah, I had my friend here. I don't know.
I wasn't ready for that
Come
one.
back,
I know when he's coming back.
Eat my pancakes. And then Ruben's car is just riddled with like
The next day,
Chicken.
bits and
just
pieces
chicken.
of, like breading from chicken
everywhere.
The grease is really good for the dashboard.
That concert was awesome because halfway in the middle, I lost Steven, and there's a
Yeah.
girl next to me, super hot,
This is
and she goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm looking for my friend. And she's like, well, describe him. I said, well, he's
Did
a
you
white
describe her?
No. I said, he's a white guy, like 5'10", kind of pudgy, black shirt, blue jeans, maybe wearing a hat. And she goes, so you're essentially describing everyone.
it wasn't blue jeans, it was cargo shorts.
Oh, cargo, yeah.
shorts.
And I was
Cargo
like,
shorts.
I couldn't say anything. I was like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you just described everyone here.
I think my friend is lost.
Yeah, that's funny. So we're in the back. I found the perfect spot in the back, and there was a little riser. You could stand up, you could see the stage, and it was right next to the soundboard.
Yeah.
And there
It
was
was
a toilet.
perfect spot. And then Ruben's like, we got to get closer. And so he starts moving, and Ruben is Ruben. So he could just like, boom, he's just gone. And I'm like trying to
up on the
follow him, and I
stage.
run into this guy. He's about 6'4", big fat guy. And I just run into him, and I just bounce off of him. He's like, where you going?
Where are you going?
Your mouth looks mighty cute,
And I'm
boy.
like, I guess I'm not going anywhere. And I go to turn around, and of course the good spot is now gone.
He is gone, yeah.
And so I'm standing behind a pillar for half the concert.
And he was pissed at me. He's like, I was like, why didn't you follow me? He's like,
tried.
we tried.
Don't try.
Yeah. So
That was a good
that was the
concert, though.
best night ever. I
If
think.
you
yeah.
If you have a chance to see the Melvins play live, you definitely should go see them.
For sure.
Especially if you're not behind a pillar.
And
Super tight.
it was special guest was the guy from the Butthole Surfers, right?
Yeah, so they had two
Oh.
bassists.
Yeah.
So the second
Pepper.
bassist was Stephen Pincus from
Yeah.
the Butthole Servers.
I was listening to them this week.
Yeah, no, they did a whole tour
Do
with
they
Stephen
have a
Pincus.
song other than Pepper?
They have
a whole bunch of
several
songs,
albums.
but that's the only one that got any radio
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
had
they do.
he had long, very long straight hair. So when he jammed, he was like
Yeah.
it was like watching
Did all say so?
no, who's that guy? Kid Rock. It was like watching Kid Rock play the bass, but with like air all around.
Oh my
It was
God,
weird.
the Kid Rock memes killed
It was
me.
yeah, yeah,
His
yeah.
walk.
Oh,
You gotta wear a spacesuit on the moon. He's like, whatever. Americans are like, fuck it. So I have friends in Norway. They're like, dude, that's 100% y'all. I'm like, yeah, I know. I certainly know.
You seen the one with the cholo when it's like oh shit.
Yeah, done broken. No,
Yeah.
that's a feature actually. Of
Yeah.
those.
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Me going in the store to get a 40 ounce. And then it's like me going back because I forgot my mask. And he's got the socks all the way up. He's got the wife beater tucked into the shorts.
Exactly.
that's-
what's
Oh,
what's
my
wrong
God.
with tucking? It's more comfortable if you tuck.
Oh.
Dude, we're not talking about when you're cross dressing.
All this shit is on your video.
It is.
If
It
you
is.
can't
What's-
tell, I think everybody should know we're 3 videos in at this point.
Yeah.
My BAC is probably below 9.
Can you tell the guy who's got like the poly top secret clearance?
Oh, you just ruined the video.
Damn! Scrub the whole video now.
Well, thank you guys for
You
coming.
were in
I
disguise.
think.
I got a mustache. You can't tell who I am.
and maybe next.
Wait, is that Robert Redford?
Dude, use your fucking words.
I was gonna say next video we will talk about me and John Eric's best night. Even though Stephen was there, but he actually he pieced out early. But
Right.
Well, wait, John Eric's best nights are from Kazakhstan.
well,
Those were pretty good nights.
yeah.
But they
I'm talking
did
about with
they
us.
did not
Where-
involve
where-
a sombrero and a wrestling mask.
Yeah.
So the night where at 1 o'clock in the morning, Steven's like, I don't know about you guys, but I need to go home. And then at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting text messages from odd clubs in Baltimore or DC. And then at 4 o'clock, they show up and Ruben is playing porn videos at very loud volume.
Very loud.
And I'm
At
like,
your house?
There's no way I'm not getting thrown out of this hotel.
We were all sharing one little hotel room in DC.
I believe John Eric and I were sharing a bed.
No, he had a blow up.
I brought out air matches for
Oh,
just
yeah.
use
Oh,
on
it was
the
an air
floor.
mattress, not the
It's
other
a better
blow-up.
story.
Not a real blow up.
It's better if it's a better story.
It's got a little bit out of control.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish
Steven and I
there.
were
Yeah.
spooning.
Dave did good with the beers.
I think we started that night at Church Key.
Dude,
That was a long day.
That was a long day.
I was like, "Harry, you asleep?" He's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh." He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm like half asleep because I'm really, really drunk. So you can never,
You're not really asleep.
you're not really asleep.
no. Oh man.
And they come in at 4 in the morning, and it's just like loud.